Hey guys, it's Luke. Today I'm on the campus of NYU. You can see that, NYU. It's a famous university in New York City. And I'm going to be answering a question from one of you guys. So before we do that, make sure you give the video a like if you like it. And also, if you have English questions, questions about American culture, questions about pronunciation, whatever, make sure you leave your questions in the comments. So give the video a like, leave a question in the comments. I will pick the best questions for the following week. That's how it works. Okay, so today's question is from Papa John. Very simple question, but I think a very good question. And the question is, what's the difference between important and urgent? Now, there's a simple answer to this question, but I should also give some examples. So I'll say the simple answer to the question, just so you're clear. And you can stop watching after you see the simple answer. Then I'll give some examples. Simple answer. Important doesn't have a time aspect, usually. Whereas urgent is all about time. Okay? That's it. That's the difference. To say it another way, we could say that if something is important, it's a very high priority. It's a very high priority, or it's something that should be done or must be done. But often, and usually, it doesn't have any time aspect. There's nothing about time, that it has to be done right now. But if something is urgent, then it should be done very soon. So urgent things have to happen immediately, by 6 p.m., tonight, this week. It's urgent. And an urgent thing is important because it has to be finished by a certain time. Make it a high priority because it has to be finished by 6 p.m. But it could be a very simple thing. For example, you could say, please don't forget to call the hospital and cancel my appointment by 6 p.m. Now, if you don't call the hospital to cancel the appointment by 6 p.m., will the world end? No. Is it a simple thing? Yes, it's a pretty simple thing. But it's important because it has to happen by 6, okay? If someone says, please call the hospital this week and cancel my appointment, and there's no rush, and in fact, people say that. If it's not urgent, people say, no rush, no rush, no rush, just to let the other person know, hey, take your time, don't hurry, okay? Now, it could still be important because calling the hospital is maybe an important thing, but now it's no longer urgent. Maybe it's not that important, right? If you don't call the hospital and you don't cancel, maybe nothing will happen. Okay, so it's not urgent and maybe it's not important. So how can we use important then? What is important? Well, that is very subjective. Subjective. What does that mean? That means it's really up to you. Everybody has their own idea about what's important. We say, it's important to me. That's what we say. It's important to me. Often. Not the only way to use important, but we often use it that way. For example, I might say, leave a like on the video, please. It's very important to me. Okay? That means I really care about that. Having likes on my videos is a high priority, right? And so if you leave one on the video, I feel good, right? It makes me happy. It's important to me that people leave likes on my video, and also important to me that they subscribe to my channel. That's important to me. I care about it. It's high on my priority list, okay? But what's important to you? Well, you can think about that. It's different for everybody. Something that may be important to me might not be important to you, okay? And we're not talking about time here, okay? So I hope that's clear. Now, some things can be objectively important. For example, I'm at a university, on the university campus, right? The university says, your test scores are important. Maybe we're talking to an admissions officer. This is someone who decides who will come into the university, right? The admissions officer says, your test scores in high school are important. Or your test scores, your exam scores are an important factor for us in deciding whether or not you can be admitted to the university, whether or not you can get into the university. Is that subjective? Is that just that person's opinion? Probably not. The school probably has a rule that the exam has to be above, the exam score has to be here or above, and if it's not, sorry, you can't get into this university. So that's a little bit more objective. That means outside of someone's personal opinion, okay? So I hope that's clear. I hope, Papa John, that answers your question. And if you have any other questions about this, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give the video a like. It's very important to me. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see when they come out. You can also hit the bell. The bell icon will let you know every time a video of mine comes out, okay? So hit the bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.